long division method where the divisor is just a one digit number. So let's see how to do. So this is a grid that we have to write the number given that is to be divided here, and the divisor, this will come this side. Okay, so the number which is to be divided is dividend, and the number which divides is a divisor. Okay, so now let's see how to do this. So first of all, we will compare this 2 with this 3. If this 2 is less than 3, then we take the 2 digits. Okay, so now in the 3's table, we will check when comes the number 24 or less than 24. So in the table of 3, we see that 3 times 8 is 24, right? So since I did not divide the number, I am going to use this as 0. Okay, and then we took the 2 digits. So now I will write my quotient, the number that is multiplied by 3. This is 3 times 8. Okay, so now I can write 3 times 8 is 24. Now I get 0 and 0. Okay, now the leftover number is 6. I will carry down this, and then let's see when is the 6 coming in the 3's table. So 3 times 2 is 6. Okay, so now I will subtract the 6 and 6, I get 0. Okay, so now my answer is, the quotient is our answer, where quotient is 82 and remainder is 0. Fine. Okay, let's check the another number. Dividend will come inside and the divisor will come outside. Okay, so now again we will compare this first digit of the number. Since 2 is less than 9, I will take 2 digits together, 2 and 1, 21, and let's check in the table of 9 what is the nearest number less than or equal to 21. Okay, so now it is 9 times 2, this is 18. 18 is less than or is less than 21. Okay, so I can take first number as 0 because 2 did not help me. I took a 21. So on the top of this one, I'm going to write the number 2. So 9 times 2 is 18, right? So now I will subtract 21 minus 18. This is 3. Now I will carry this down, 7. Okay, so now I have 2-digit number 37. So let's see any number in the table of 9 that is less than or equal to 37. So 9 times 4 is 36. 36 is less than 37. So let's take 4 here. So 9 times 4 is 36. We have remainder 1. Let's take this 3 down. Now I get 13. So using the table of 9, let's check any number less than or equal to 13. So we have 9 times 1. So let's take 1 here. Now I have 9 times 9 only. So 13 minus 9 is 4. This 5 is left. Now I will carry this down. So 9 times 5 is 45. So my remainder is 0 here. And the quotient I get is 02415, or I can write 2415 is my answer here. Okay. So let's check some other numbers where the divisor is 2-digit. Okay. So now we have a long division method where the divisor is 2-digit. So you can see there are 2 digits in the divisors, right? So how to solve this? This is also easy. Let's take it stepwise. Okay, we can't jump into the conclusions and the answer, but we can do this correctly stepwise. So let's start this. Okay. So now, since this is a 2-digit number, so we will compare these 2 numbers with these 2 numbers. Okay, so we can't take 1-digit comparison here. We can take 2-digit comparison. So now we need to check that in the table of 10, what is the number that is less than or equal to 12. So if I'll see, this is 10 into 1, this is 10 is less than or equal to 12. So now I can take 10 times 1 is 10, right? So now I will subtract 12 minus 10. So this is, I will subtract 10 from 12 and I get 2 as a remainder. Let's take the another digit, that is 3 here. So now let's check again, like in the table of 10, what is the number that is nearest to 23 and less than or equal to 23. So this is 10 into 2, this is less than 23. Okay, so now I can write 10 times 2. So I have 23 minus 20, so 3 as a remainder here, and then I have 4 to be carried down, this makes it 4. So 34, so I have 10 into 3 is 30, this is less than 34. So let's take 10 times 3 here, I get 4 as a remainder here. Okay, so earlier people doing the questions with the remainder 0, but now we have a number which is giving me the remainder 4 and the quotient is 1, 2, 3. Okay, so now if you'll see that the whole remainder is just this part, since I'm dividing with this 10. Okay, and the rest of the number 1, 2, 3 is my quotient. Okay, so now I will proceed to the next question, that is 528 divided by 24. So let's compare 24 and 52. So if you'll see the table of 24, we can just write also because we are doing it very new here. So this is 24 into 2 is 48 and 48 is nearest to 52 and less than also 52. So let's try this. So 24 times 2 is 48. Let's subtract 48 from 52 and I get 4 here, remainder. Then I will carry down this 8. So let's see this, that 24 into 2 is 48 and I get 48 exactly. So now I can write here 22 now and I get 48 at this place. Subtract this, I get remainder as 0. This is exactly divisible. So my question in this case is 22 and remainder is 0, right? So going by steps, the method of 2-digit division is also very easy. Do it pen and paper and then solve our questions. 540 divide by 17. Let's compare these two numbers with these two digits. So we need to check the table of 17. If we don't know, we can multiply also. If I'll multiply this with 3, I get 51. Okay, so 51 is less than 54. So now let's try 17 times 3. I'm going to put a 0 here, 0 here also and 0 here. Okay. So now 51 to be subtracted from 54. So this is 3 as a remainder, carry down this 0. So now I get 17 times something will be less, shall be less than 30. It should be less than 30 or equal to 30. So what is that case? If I'll check 17 times 2, this is 34, but 34 is greater than 30. I don't want this case. So I will go to 17 times 1. This is 17 and it is less than 30 also. So I'll take 17 times 1. Right? So I get now 13 as my answer here as a remainder. So now I have my quotient as 31 and remainder is 13. Right? So this is the way to divide any number with the 2-digit divisors, right? I hope this method is clear and we'll do more of questions with more complexity in our next video. Stay tuned to Mathsologic. See you. Bye-bye. Thank you.